You're not losing jobs because your marketing's bad. You're losing them because there's nothing underneath it holding those leads in. The ads work, the calls come in, and they leak out the bottom before anybody books. I'm Eric with Rocket Digital Marketing, and we build that digital department for home service owners like HVAC companies, plumbers, landscapers, even remodelers. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the 4 jobs every home service business lives or dies on, and showing you exactly where money's leaking on each one of them. And by the end, you'll know which of the 4 is broken in your business. So stay to the very end because this will decide whether you own a job or a business. So here it is plainly. You don't have a marketing problem. You got a foundation problem. Marketing is what you pour into it. The foundation is really what holds it in. Ads, leads, content, all of it's leaking out. And here's what that actually feels like. Monday morning, you're starting from zero again. Last week's leads went cold. Nobody followed up on the estimates you sent. And the only thing keeping your schedule full is you personally chasing down those people you talked to. That's not a traffic problem. That's a container problem. You can't fill a bucket with holes in it. And pouring faster just makes a bigger mess. So here's the frame we use with every client. Every home service business lives or dies on 4 jobs. Getting found, educating, converting, and keeping track. That's the whole machine. So getting found means that when somebody's looking for your service, they find you. Your name comes up first. Educate means once they land on you, they trust you enough to keep going. Convert means that lead turned into a booked job instead of just a voicemail. And keeping track means you can see every lead, every dollar in the same place. Break any of these and the other 3 stop mattering. So let's take them in order. Job 1, getting found. If they can't find you in 3 seconds, you don't exist to them. Nobody scrolls to page 2 when somebody types plumber near me. They're picking from the map pack and they're picking fast. So the work here is pretty specific. Your Google business profile needs the right primary category, real service areas, current hours, and photos that aren't from 2019, and a steady flow of new reviews. Because review velocity, that's something that helps you move you up fast. So underneath all that, local SEO, citation building. So Google trusts you are who you say you are. And when you need volume faster than SEO can deliver, paid ads fill that search gap while the organic side builds up. Now your social profiles, they're search results too. So if somebody hears about you, neighbor talks about you, the first thing they do is go search you up and see what you've been doing. And a page that's been dead for 8 months, it kind of answers that question for you and not in the way you want. And so that's the get found layer. GBP, SEO, paid ads, and social media, all working on the same job. Now we got job 2, education. Because the question in their head's pretty simple. Can I trust these people in my home? Your website's got to answer that in 3 seconds. Because your website, it's not a brochure, it's a closer. And there's 4 things it's got to do. It's got to load fast because every extra second costs you people. Work on a phone because that's where people are these days. Prove you're safe with reviews, real photos of your crew, licensing and warranty right up front instead of being buried at the bottom of your website. And make booking one tap instead of a contact form that nobody ever answers. So do those 4 things, your website closes for you while you're on a roof, under a sink, cutting bushes. And so now we're on to the biggest money leak in the whole business, your follow-up, or the fact that you don't have one. And yes, follow-up, it is education because it's what keeps teaching them until they're ready. Because most homeowners, they don't hire on day 1. They're getting 2 or 3 quotes and thinking about it. So the winner isn't the cheapest bid, it's whoever's still in front of them on day 2 or 3. And that's why this system should run automatically. A text goes out 2 seconds after the lead comes in while they're still on your website. An email an hour later about what makes you different. And a check-in on day 3 when the other 2 companies have gone silent. Same thing for every estimate that was sent that never got a yes. Those aren't dead. Those are just unattended. Job 3, convert. A missed call really isn't a missed call. It's just a booked job for your competitor. So depending on the trade, 40 to 70% of all those calls go unanswered. Not that they're ignored. You were just on a job, in an attic, under a sink, or driving. But that customer, they don't know that. So they hang up and dial the next name on the list. So there's really 2 things that close that hole. An AI receptionist that answers every call that you can't get to around the clock. Asks the qualifying questions and puts that appointment on your calendar. And missed call text back. So the second the call goes unanswered, they get a text back from you within seconds before they finish dialing anybody else. Job 4, keeping track. You can't grow what you can't see. So most home service owners we talk to are running their business out of their phone, a notepad, or their memory. So when I ask them what a booked job cost them or how many unsold estimates they're sitting on right now, there's no answer. When it's laid out like this, you stop guessing. You can see which stage is clogged, which source actually produces the most revenue, and what to cut. That's the moment marketing stops being a bill and becomes math. Now, here's why any of this matters right now. You don't own a business, you own a job. And a job, it can't be sold. If every lead runs through your personal cell phone, if you're the only one that knows the follow-up, if the schedule only fills because you chased it, then the business is you. And the day you stop, it stops. And the foundation changes that. The system gets found. The site closes. The automation, it follows up. The CRM proves it. Now it runs without you. That's the difference between a job you're stuck in and an asset you can hand off, hire against, or sell. So be honest with yourself for a second. Where's your foundation leaking at? Are you still following up on estimates by hand? Look at the list on the screen and pick the one that matches your lead. Drop that word in the comments. and I'll send you the guide for it for free. Or if you just rather have this whole system built out for you, links below to book a call. Follow for more because we're Rocket Digital Marketing and we help home service owners grow.